It was also in the grand final, so yeah. But this is San's signature pick, by the way. When he first transitioned into mid lane, it was this and Xavier.
Man, I'd love to see a Xavier pop up, man. Like, at least some point. I do think when we get to the knockouts, though, like, we'll see some more of those adaptations go on here. You can see that Uranus going to be banned out. Again, XP lane still going to be up for grabs, of course, over here for Team Falcons. And going against Yuzhong, I'm wondering what that will be, you know? Because, again, you want to be able to go ahead and have some similar impact that the Yuzhong's obviously going to have throughout this.
I'm very interested on Falcon's gold lane pick here because honestly for ONIC, they're kind of doing the thing again where they are having multiple threats on each side of the spectrum.
All
right?
fronts, yeah.
Yeah, the front line, they're going to have a hard time against Lilia as well as the carry. And then the back line is going to not have a good time against the Yuzhong. Maybe there will be a pick for Kyrie to go to the back lines as well. A Joy or something if it's led true. But yeah, like ONIC right now have a pretty good draft where I feel like for any marksman, they kind of don't like go up against this kind of draft.
Yeah. How
Do they
crazy
want
would
to
it
go
be?
crazy like a Moscow or something? I'm not a fan.
Yeah, not a fan.
But like it always comes to your head like what do they want?
I think it should just be the Granger, honestly, right? Like that's the only other safe choice to go for.
Granger, but then also, too, like, what do you put in the jungle?
Yeah, now that's, well, oh wait, for ONIC?
For ONIC, yeah. Since the
Okay.
Lancelot was banned, Hayabusa is taken. Like, is this where we see, would Kyrie end up playing utility here?
I think it does, it's not bad. You already have a Yuzhong, carry, and a Lilia.
Yeah.
A lot of damage there already.
Like, does he play the Baksha?
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, because it's the last ban. I think that's what Team Falcons is trying to decide, too. Like, do we
If I was Kyrie, I would put in my contract never ask me to use a boxy ever. just a personal touch. Just a what do you call it? A fine print. Be like, I'm willing to sign up.
Yeah.
You just gotta agree to this one line.
No Baksha for me.
But yeah, I agree. It's still a pretty good pick.
Oh wait, Fanny's still open. You're gonna have to deal with a Cho, but maybe you last pick it then. You go for a Roamer. Now, how crazy would it be if they go Minotaur themselves? Because they ban Minotaur with the composition you see on the left.
Yeah.
Keyboy can play Minotaur. He's pretty good at it. What if they go Kufra even, right?
They got some smiles on their face, man. I don't know. Like,
It has to be a strange one here if Keyboy's laughing like that.
yeah.
Adi's probably like, Kufra? Haha, let's go, coach. Also, not meta.
Does the Lilia work pretty good against the Jushin, too? I mean, I feel like
Boring.
That's normal.
But hey, that's...
maybe he was asking permission.
Maybe he was, and then Coach Adi's like, no.
No.
But it does make it difficult for a Granger. Right, you got to penetrate the Hylos, and then the Yuzon's gonna chase after you. It's not gonna be having a fun time.
Makes it difficult for the Hayabusa as well, because right now there's Revitalize on top of the Black Shoes, so
Dude.
much sustain.
Your escape just kind of sucks in general.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get away from a Yuzhong flying over you, a Glorious Pathway drop down, and then a Lilia, depending on the build path, too.
Kinda
Like,
crazy.
yeah, it's just going to be annoying to try to disengage if they don't get the upper hand in terms of a team fight, because you really have to protect whoever your gold laner is going to be, for Sano especially. And, you know, it's not like they're super tanky either. So that's, if they get into that fight, and you know there's going to be a Revitalize over here by ONIC, so that's why they pick up the glue. They do go the glue. They pick up ACC. That kind of helps with some of the durability issues that they were going to have here.
I like that.
I like that
I
too.
like the CC pick, yeah.
Really, really good stuff here by Falcons. All right. And it fits with the composition, right? Actually,
It's kind of all in-ish
Yeah.
on Boyette, but hey, like
I think that's what I'm saying. This is the change that maybe they needed. Whoa, Guinevere.
whoa!
Guinevere gold?
LaFell, your favorite pit? No, it's jungle.
Oh, yeah, I was like, huh? Guinevere.
Your favorite pick of all time, LaFell. It did break its curse. Detective won on it yesterday.
did you see how hard it is to win that one?
Yes, but it starts hard, and then after that, you know, it gets easier.
Yeah, that's what she said. But yeah, now for both teams here, this is potentially the final hurrah for Team Falcons, wondering if switching up their playstyle, going for double fighters, going for assassin, will it actually work against ONIC Indonesia here? Well, we're going to find out because we're jumping into the Land of Dawn. Falcons against ONIC Indonesia. One more game for ONIC to advance to the knockout stage, but also one more game for Falcons to be eliminated. Welcome to the Land of Dawn.
Hey, we asked for it leading into this. Team Falcons changed up the game plan. Boyette on the Assassin on this Hayabusa. Built nearly pretty much the same, it looks like, even in the emblems that we just saw in the hands of Kyrie. So maybe this is going to help them out. I like those last two picks, like you guys mentioned. Those are very good choices here for Team Falcons. Bending the meta we've seen them play into. Can they pull it off is a big question against this.
I want in my head canon to be like the coach saying like it's either Boxier or Quinn. And then Kyrie's like, you know what, give me that Quinn. I do not want to use that Boxier anymore.
I think so. I think it's a very good reason as well why he doesn't want to be on the Boxia. I think there's more of a chance that it's a Barats even than a Boxia.
Oh, yeah.
As far as we haven't seen that yet.
It's a bit annoying to maintain the stacks, especially if you're losing early.
Huh? Troll? Goes in way too aggressive, has to burn Flicker.
All right, that is...
Although I'm pretty sure he was pulled, right?
By who?
Oh, wait, yeah. Like,
yeah, he was.
Yeah, why
pulled,
was he there?
He just went in, I guess.
Yeah, he just went in, man. Cuffin's on the Jushin, so, you know, just unfortunate because, yeah, it's a battle spell down, but just has to kind of adjust from there. But I am wondering how this Lilia will actually work out and play out. I know that, you know, good pick for Sans in general, one of his heroes that he likes to play, but since it hasn't been picked yet in the Swiss stages, it might be one of the answers if it ends up finding success here that we might have to consider going into the knockout stages. I think there want to be some focus up here, but this is Patrick.
Very interesting. I'm not too sure about that. That's going to be the turnaround by Sanji with Flicker in. Kyrie to be caught in the bad spot now as Lupi jumps in, but Revitalize keeps them alive for a bit. Boyette picks up first blood, and that's 2 on the board for Team Falcons. Keyboy against 3, mounted on now. Cuffin walks over. That's a free kill to Team Falcons. ONIC down 3 kills early.
Hey, that is a huge early game now for Team Falcons on a lineup that they brought, changing what we've seen from them. That is a good question, but hey, Team Falcons now will get them a turtle off of it.
Yeah, very interesting to execute the full combo and not exiting the moment you realize you're under the turret. Because even if you do get a kill, you're going to be so low that you're probably not going to be contesting. Oh, hold on, Lupi.
Full dive, away the dragon as well. Lupi to be chain CC'd and taken down again. 0-2-0 on the dragon.
Team Falcons is off to get to a game 3, man. I feel like they took the first 3 picks that ONIC used against them, and now they are making it work in their hands.
That's kind of fun as a coach. I mean, like, you know what? I don't want to think about the draft. The draft was pretty good. Let's just take it.
Let's just copy paste, but not fully.
Yeah. So that people don't know. We'll be like, no, it's original. We got a glue. Right? We got a glue. But yeah. Lilia will eventually become a problem when, you know, all the front lines are there, but if Team Falcons continue to extend their lead, then yeah, the Lilia might not be that big of an issue. Just let Sana or Sanji poke her out, and then she couldn't do much. Lupi, though, at 0-2-0. This is an amazing start for Team Falcons, making sure that Yu Zhong will not have the same impact as game number 1.
I'm wondering,
Wait, the dragon over on Keyboy. Revitalize keeps him alive, but look at the curtain call! And the yo-yo blitz, man, too much damage. Another kill over to Team Falcons.
They are not letting up, man. They know they have this bit of an advantage. Oh, Troll.
Spatial migration, the Ballot Requiem Sound should be on the board here. Skylar flickers out to safety, but Cuffin's still there, and Sana will be able to get a few good hits on this shield.
Okay, Team Falcons knows they have an advantage right now. They're playing into their team comp that works really well. Looking at the items building up too, this is, it looks like Boyette's gonna maybe do the same thing. He goes Hunter Strike, first item right now. Will be building possibly into the War Axe too, just like we saw Kyrie do. But it's not a massive lead in by all means across the lanes, and it looks like ONIC wants to go ahead and contest this one, not giving this one up. They know that they're in a position to fight. Revitalize isn't available just yet, but all the ultimates are. You can see some good push down on the bottom side. They're going to fight this.
Spatial migration without Requiem now. That's going to be a good pick by Troll over onto Skylar. Now everything petrified coming down though. Sky is able to pick up the kill. Sano picks up the turret down below. Ludpi goes in with Furious Dive. That's Skylar taken down, but the mount down comes in as Sans has to use. Oh no, he actually keeps the Black Shoes alive. Cuffin gets out in time. Revitalize. Slam. Sanji cannot get through to Revitalize for now. It's Kai who actually falls still. Despite all of it, a messy team fight, but it's ONIC who actually win out in the kills, but Team Falcon's got an objective.
Yeah, and like a lot of gold goes over to Sano, so Sano should be able to scale up in the sense that the next time that they fight, there's going to be quite a lot of damage that ONIC Indonesia might not be prepared for, and I feel like that was just Team Falcons getting caught because Boyet came in. I thought he should be able to get more kills but got stunned up, but I feel like they should not allow that mistake to happen again.
Yeah, that fight would have gone obviously way different if Sano was a part of it, you know, and so ONIC will get a couple kills off of it, but ultimately still losing the turtle too, as the second one now goes to Team Falcons. But, you know, if they go in for those fights like that, and especially like we've seen with this glue so far, man, the glue when it's picked up, it's really difficult to kind of take care of, especially early on. If you don't have that itemization that you need, you don't have enough damage to kind of overload that durability from the glue, and that's why it was such a good pick in the draft when it came up on the 4th pick there. So it's still up to ONIC to kind of scale into this game, especially like we mentioned every single time the carry is locked in. You know that you need time to go ahead and build up on here, and so that's what Skylar is doing. Not too far behind in terms of overall gold either, just a few hundred gold off of that #1 spot for Sano, as Sano did get a lot of extra gold, like we just mentioned, from pushing down that tier 1.
I'm just worried for Skylar here is that whenever he's in range to deal damage, Team Falcons, every single person here is in range to basically catch him. So it will really be on Kyrie as well as Lupi just to make sure that everyone is kind of controlled. I would say more for Kyrie. If Kyrie gets multiple members so that Skylar can be hit, then hey, this good is looking pretty good.
I think that's why he also, he's got the concentrated energy now too. So it's really gotta be up to them to layer what they have available for ONIC. But right now with Team Falcons comfortably building now into their second items. Same thing, Sanji picking up a Radiant Armor, got Dreadnought as well. So he's tanky enough to deal with a lot of what's being thrown at him, and that's why it works really well. It also allows Troll to have the space that he needs here on the Chobik. See him scouting things out up top. This is the last turtle of the game though, 10 seconds away from coming up. Wondering how ONIC will approach this one. They caught Boyet last time. Might not be able to pull it off again. You can see even Kyrie behind in terms of levels alone. Level 9 to Boyet's 11. They have complete control around this turtle.
Oh, really good slam, pass now. Kyrie getting mounted, pops in the Violent Requiem, but it doesn't do anything. Asano goes through him. Keyboy glorious pathway earlier as well. So many resources burnt, but no value. Look, P went in, went to aggressive Troll! Oh my god, baits out the Petrify! But he already used his own flicker. Black Shoes coming down. Sans able to escape without a slam, pass, mount, everything! Sans is down in the mid lane, and it is all Team Falcons.
I wonder if Team Falcon is just conditioning everyone to say that we have one playstyle, and then when it mattered the most, they change it up. And then by the time you're planning against this style, they just like, nah, just kidding, we want to go back to the utility.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big question because they haven't showed it throughout the Swiss stages, and I'm sure people were like, yeah, can they play this kind of style? Well, look at what's happening right now. 5,000 gold ahead of ONIC. And like we mentioned, you know, they went with very similar picks, at least in the first phase, but even so, that Glue and the CC are working out so well right now. And you have to look at, okay, well, can they continue to go ahead and do this throughout the game? Can they go ahead and continue to secure themselves the objectives? The next one going to be the Lord in a little over than a minute. And yeah, they're in a great position to be able to do that. You know, they've also allowed themselves to just scale really into this game, and it's hard actually now for ONIC to make something happen. Keyboy dropping down the pathway.
Yeah, he might die for that. Never mind. Oh. He has to burn Revitalize though.
I mean, like, if the idea is to take as much resources from ONIC as possible and then try again, that really did work out. They just got to be careful of Kyrie. Misses that.
Yeah.
That. Oh, Troll though. He's going to spot them out.
Here's 7 to Petrify, but it's only onto Sano. No damage coming down. Sano taken very low, but he's still able to survive now. Black Dragon form comes around, and that's going to be Sans picked up again. Sano taken low, still able to stay with the current call! Sano on a killing spree, Cuffin! Gonna slam Keyboy down to the ground, and now it's a re-engage. Kyrie taken out by Boyet. Another kick onto Skylar. Team Falcons have wiped ONIC ID out.
Just like ONIC did to Team Falcons in Game 1, Team Falcons gets their revenge in a similar fashion against ONIC, now getting themselves almost to 9,000 ahead at the 10-minute mark. What a game so far for Team Falcons.
Dude, like, that Jushin play, man, like,
yeah,
that shows how much damage the buff was, because you pick up Hylos, one of the highest HP pool heroes in the game, and then you dropped it on ONIC ID. Pick him up again, drop him again. Like, I mean, not him, but someone else, but still, that was actually quite a lot of damage coming in from the Jushin. You know what, Muntan, this is a legit buff for this hero.
Jushin is too much, man. Like, the amount of utility that comes with her, and the amount of damage that is there. Mind you, that whole fight, by the way, was started by ONIC.
Yep.
They chose to fight that, knowing that they were also basically gapped gold-wise at that time, about 5,000–6,000 gold.
10,000 gold difference now. Something about today.
Something about today, man. All these games.
Oh.
Wait. Well.
All right, so at least there's no shadow kill. Sans has very good clear with the help of Skylar down below, but is it good enough to clear the Lord? Lord's pathway used to get a little bit of an angle, and they do clear out the Lord here, but again, it's a 10,000 goal lead. They won't be able to enter their own jungle.
Well, you just gotta wait out for the power spike coming in from Skylar, and if they lose, Guinevere, man. Something like that.
Yeah, there's something wrong with Guinevere. Oh,
He's gonna be called. Oh, good Petrify! Now, Spatial Migration, Valor Requiem combo over, but it's only onto the Roamer right now as the Mount comes in, but it's on the turret right now, so the turret will do a lot more damage. Sanji flickers out to safety though, and they'll keep their lead. No kills over, no bounties to ONIC.
Yeah, it's better that they don't actually choose to fight that. They just kind of choose to live to find another day there.
Yeah, looking at the items here, not even... Okay, so now there's a 100 strike on Sano. Sano probably thinking that this kind of draft kind of is difficult for you to end the game. So you got to make sure that the next time they fight, able to do a lot, try to kill 3 to 4 members, and then try to end the game that way. In terms of the other itemization here, the endless battle now for Hayabusa on Boyet. Whoever he catches, as long as it's an actual target, they will probably die.
Yeah, this is the thing too. You know, you look at where the itemization is from ONIC. Obviously, you got the Trinity now for Skylar. He's building into most likely defensive item, at least maybe the Wind of Nature here, or I'm not sure if he actually wants to go Malefic Gun. But as long as they continue to buy themselves time, we have seen teams kind of slip up, and they really have to make a massive mistake if you're Team Falcons for ONIC to actually get back into this game. Anti-Karas now picked up by Keyboy too. A little more defensiveness will help them out, but with Team Falcons in this kind of lead, they are not letting up Troll. Using the conceal again.
Lantern Flare picking Keyboy up. Kyrie actually misses the Spatial Migration. Now Glorious Path coming down with a Petrify and the Fierce Dive over on 2. With a Requiem, they actually tear down Sano. Sanji's gonna fall next as well. The damage is stacking up. The crowd is starting to roar again in Indonesia.
Oh man, 2 big kills right before the Lord comes up in about 10 seconds too. That's is what I was talking about. That is a blunder. I just mentioned Team Falcons will have to make a big mistake. Well, that was a big mistake. Now, can they delay and stop ONIC from taking this Lord? If they do secure this, that's going to be a massive swing further in their favor here. They're just starting it up. They're blitzing it down.
Cuffing going to be caught. Does not have a Purify. He gets shut down as well. Wade is dragging over to Skylar right now, but Skylar's able to survive for a long time now. Still goes through, flickers out. The quad shadow from Boyet takes him out. No shadow left to play with Kai. Can he go for it? Quad shadow landing, Lutpi. Does he survive this? That's Boyet with a walk-up. Kai tries to go for the Spatial Migration on Boyet, but can't find the angle as Boyet continues to stalk ONIC down in their jungle. Keyboy's looking for the stun. Boyet will not go for it. ONIC, they sneak a Lord.
Yeah, ONIC Indonesia, once they get those picks, because now Skylar does do quite a lot of damage. And yeah, I didn't even realize, Cuffin does not have the Purify.
Yeah.
Which comes to the question, I don't know why he didn't flicker earlier, because once you see the glorious pathway on your tracks, I kind of feel like it's a safe bet to kind of just flicker away.
Yeah, I actually was like waiting for him to do it too, man. And so they'll clear out the Lord, that's fine. They're still ahead, 6,000 ahead for Team Falcons. But what that last couple minutes did for ONIC was give them back some momentum, give them some space to get actually resources out of their jungle now, and continue to build up, especially defensively. Earlier on, they were being shredded through and dealt with.
Ooh,
Troll. Yeah, he's looking for those angles because we've seen it before. Like I was saying, you know, you got yourself now about 4,000, 5,000 gold over to your team if you're ONIC. And so you're in a much better fighting form to be able to take some of these fights. So looking at the updated items, you can see this, right? So the Malefic Gun is what Skylar went for. Now building into most likely Win in Danger. They're going to go again.
Oh, Sanji.
Pathway dropped. They got to watch out for Troll.
Ooh. Okay. That's it. Lightning Truncheon for Coffin. There you go.
And just make sure deals a little bit more damage. Because, yeah, this is just something that their team is lacking just a little bit, because they do quite a lot of damage on the front lines. But just in case someone gets caught, because, again, no purifies at all for Team Falcons. Whoever gets caught by Kyrie, that's it. They're probably going to die. The damage from Skylar as well as Sans is probably just a little bit too much for Team Falcons.
Yeah.
So someone has to be opening up the vision here, and I'm guessing that's Troll. But at the same time, Troll wants to get a good flank angle. They got to figure out where Kyrie is, because the next time they get caught, that might be GG. That might be an angle for ONIC ID to win the team fight. And then, if not end the game, expose one of the sides of the map.
Yeah, it's really, it's got, even though with a lead like this, Team Falcon still has to be very cautious. Not only with the lack of purifies, but also just the amount of crowd control that we talked about that can be set up and utilized with this composition. Yes, they have crowd control themselves. You know, they're able to go ahead and utilize, especially this Jushin with them. Troll, once again, it could become down to one of those clutch conceal kicks if Troll's able to find especially the right target. That might be one of those cases where like he's got to lock down either Skylar to force a flicker or maybe even Kyrie. And that might just be his job. You know, Troll, he's done it in the past.
Uh-oh.
Do it again. This Lord is up. Team Falcon spotted out the positioning here. They're going to go start this up, but ONIC, they want to go and respond. Troll, Immortality now available to him. Lord's going to go for a reset.
That base turret is so low up top, but they actually managed to clear it in a way where it should be building back towards him. Keyboy's trying to bait out the mount, but Sanji is very patient with it.
Yeah, right now for ONIC ID as well as Team Falcons is a bit of a push and pull here, where they're trying to bait out, like for Falcons, they just want to bait out Kyrie. For ONIC Indonesia, it's really just waiting for Lupi to have a good angle to get multiple targets from Team Falcons, and then a good follow-up coming in from Kyrie. So they have two different ways to engage into the fight.
Yeah. Trolls, you just want to clear that out.
Black Dragon
they're going.
Spatial Migration and the Battle Record with the Winter Crown this time. The Quantum doesn't land actually, and now Kyrie's still able to escape. Throwing the back lines, give me the red tree coming in, but Kai gets it down. Jikundo with the Winter Dragon, but it's only onto Keyboy now as Skylar's mounted down, but he will fall in the end as Sanji takes him out of the fight. Sans flickering out to safety. Kyrie still playing with it. Sans doesn't have the black shoes anymore, and Sano will be able to take him down. It's Keyboy next to the chopping block, mounted by Sanji. Now Lutpi, furious dive. Sano with a yo-yo blitz constantly on him. Good disengage by Kai. Tries to run away, but Sano's going to constantly go for more damage on Kai. Final Requiem down already. They want to go for the wipeout. They have a wave in the mid lane. 18 seconds for Skylar. Lutpi, can he survive this? I don't think he can.
Oh, they're going to run it down mid, and they have the waves pushing in even with a Lord. It doesn't matter.
Troll is looking for the play right now. Lutpi somehow was able to survive. 5 seconds on Skylar. Lutpi buys the immortality. The wave actually spawns in. The Lord up top going to crash into the bases. That's going to be Falcons trying their best to clear it out. Skylar respawning. Lutpi right there. They have to defend it, but look at the base up top. Is it a turret? Cuffin is horrible at clearing waves on Jusin. So slow. They get it cleared.
Saves the base turret, but man, Lutpi surviving that was insane, and it bought enough time. Let's take a look at the replay here. I'm not sure where it's going to catch up on, but there was so much time bought. Look at this initiation. Great usage of this glue. Again, finding Skylar. Yes, Lord was secured. Troll looked for his own angle. goes in there, even though the Lord was secured, Skylar was just stuck on, right? That's why the glue is so good here from Sanji. Able to take out Skylar. They choose to go back to fight. Boyet goes heals back up, gets his orange, and then they go ahead and follow through. And then it was just a chase, you know, and Kyrie really tried. Good thing he actually kept Loopy alive. I know the timing eventually came there, but with Loopy still alive, it also kept Team Falcons from possibly ending that game.
Yeah, but something that ONIC ID they have to consider, if that happens again, they might not be able to defend that because now it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
At 22, the respawn timers will be around 50 seconds up until 1 minute. So it was good on Loopy, bought enough time so that the rest of ONIC ID was able to respond. But the next time that happens, that's probably going to be the end.
I'm wondering what the answer is if you're ONIC ID here, especially for Skylar. He had to deal with Sanji sticking on to him. And that is a Holy Crystal now locked in for San, so a little more damage.
Cuffin as well.
Built up here, yeah. Both teams just kind of really locked in on the items. Obviously, you need a little more defensiveness here for ONIC, but Lord coming up in about 15. Team Falcons still in a good advantage to work with.
Yeah.
Purple buff going over to Sans. Now also, this is where obviously the immortalities come to play. The Wind of Nature for Skylar. Lord is evolving too, so it's going to be a little bit of a slower take as they have to prep and get in position for this one.
How's the wave in bot? Would love to see the wave in bot. Troll rotates over, will build it to a slow push for them.
Yeah, that's the best they can do.
What did Skylar sell to buy the Windtalker?
Boots.
Boots.
No. He already had 6 items earlier. He sold the Wind of Nature. Or wait, it's the Rose Gold. He sold the Rose Gold.
Well, right now, Keyboy does have position up top. Same as Skylar as well as Loopy. I don't think Team Falcons have vision of that. They gotta be careful. If they're clumped up, there's multiple ways for ONIC ID to really, I feel like Sanji, if he tosses the second skill first, is still safe.
Wait, Sans popped in ult!
What, Sans?
Uh-oh, did Troll use third part G Kundo?
No, I feel like Sans didn't have vision of him.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh,
Spatial Migration, no Valor Requiem. Actually, it's kind of botched the combo. Skylar in the back, able to flicker out a G Kundo now. Spatial Migration backwards. They are not going to go for the Lord just yet. Glorious Pathway sent down. Troll holding this angle. Wave in the bottom lane is good for Team Falcons. That was Keyboy, gets shredded down by Sano. And ONIC will concede the Lord.
oh, that was messy from ONIC.
What happened mid?
No, the thing is, I really think that Sans did not see Troll yet. Like, Troll was getting on the way, but he already used the black shoes, so probably a misclick.
Or maybe Troll was waiting in the bush and decided to use skill. Oh, wait. Sanji?
Thought he should be. Okay, he's not going to connect. They got this Lord. It's no
Skylar no ult. Skylar no ult. This is big.
Can they defend this here? Lord's going to have to be worked on.
Troll in the back, gonna go for it, get Skylar! Good furious dive with the Petrified heal away from him. Skylar caught by the current call right now, pops in with Nature, but will be popped by Cuffin! Lord still alive, base wide open now. Kyrie able to find a spatial migration right now as the Keyboy will be taken out, but it's only the immortality now. Lord still alive somehow there. No minions. Sans has cleared it out. Can he survive? No, he cannot. That's Boyet with the killing spree. And Team Falcons have wiped ONIC ID. We are going to a game number 3.
Team of Falcons will do it in game 2 with a composition that we didn't